Hello and welcome to Elecspo, and after a brief absence, my Football Manager 2015 Newcastle United career is back. Yes, it is episode 5 of this career. Last time we finished our second season, it was May 2016. If you can remember back, I'll put a little link in the description below if you want to go back. But if you can remember, we had not done too well in my second season. First one done brilliantly, I think we came third. And then followed up, I think it was the 7th place. We'll quickly whiz back. Just for a bit of clarity. Yeah, it came third in my first season, 79 points, incredible start, don't know how we did that well. Followed up with a 7th place finish, but because of the UEFA Fair Play, whatever it's called, basically we didn't tackle anyone all season, got pulled out of a pot, won the draw, and we were in the Europa League for the 2016-17 season. So we're going to start, you can see in the top corner, we're in May 2018 here, so we're going to look at 2 seasons here, quick whiz through. But we will go to the 2016-17 season first. And as you can see, pre-season was just spent touring Europe. We started, because it was the fair play, we had to qualify from the first qualifying round of the Europa League. So pre-season started on the 30th of June. The players were absolutely fuming that I had to bring them back. Because obviously I had to bring them back earlier than that to get fit. They was not happy at all. But yeah, we started against Santa Coloma, who are from Andorra. Won the first leg 3-0, followed that with a 6-0 at home. Then after that it was FC Inter, who are from Finland. Got off to an awful start, drew 0-0 in Finland, then 5-0 at home. Next up was Viking, who I'm going to say are Norwegian. They are Norwegian, well done. Yeah, beat them 3-0 and 4-2, conceded our first goals. And that was our last game before the season started, away to Swansea. We've been saying we still have to play friendlies. We've got like a Oldham are one of our affiliate clubs, we have to play them every season in a friendly. They decided that 2 days after the first leg of the Inter game would be perfect. We had to play Charlton because I agreed to do it when I signed Joe Gomez, which I hadn't even bothered signing Joe Gomez, absolute crap. And we had to play them in a friendly a few days after the Viking game. And just 3 days before the second leg, so that was annoying. And then, so by then we were actually in the Europa League proper, where a playoff leg against Brøndby beat them. And then we're finally into the group stages. We might as well just whiz through the Europa League while we're on it here. Group stages, we were up against Elecspo, who are from Bulgaria. Olympiacos, obviously Greek. And Genk from Belgium. Did we come top? We must have come top. I hope we come top that group, Christ. It doesn't matter. Anyway, obviously we qualified through the group. And we were drawn in the next round against Ajax, where we got absolutely dicked on, to be honest. They mugged us right off. 1-1 in the first leg. Raul Jimenez got the opener, and then in the final kick of the game, Walter Kahneman got an equaliser. They were just so good. Ajax basically frustrated with the whole game. They played this ridiculously defensive formation. I was looking at it thinking, what on earth are they doing? And then they just killed us right at the end. Got the away goal. Then second leg came much more attacking. Obviously, Jahanbakhsh put them in front, then Cabella got an equaliser, so it meant we were going to extra time. They went down to 10 men. So we've got half an hour up against 10 men. You think, no, we're going to do this. Then it was getting the point, can we get penalties? But no, Ajax won. Ricardo Kishner got the winner. So we were knocked out at the first knockout round. It was pretty devastating, to be honest. And then if you look at the Premier League, we got off to a really good start, but if I remember right, we were not playing well. We beat Swansea there 2-1. Andrei Yarmolenko, he had a much better second season. He was good in the first season, but second season was excellent. Beat Cardiff, Ben Yedder getting his first goal in the Premier League. It will have been, yes. Just checking when it signed him. He wanted to sign for ages, but spoiler alert, it didn't go well. But as you can see, we had an awful run here in November through to the Boxing Day. Didn't win a single game. That was awful. 5-3 defeat to Stoke. Obviously we drew with Sunderland there 2-2. That was pretty devastating. I'm going to do anything. I'm going to win the derby. It just didn't happen. Did we win the second one? We beat them 3-0 at home. So that was pretty good. Ended the season. Premier League wasn't really that exciting. I don't think we did well. I'll have a quick look at how we did. Stages, there we are, 2016-17, we came 7th, no, that was last season. Oh no, we came 7th again, 61 points, nowhere near Champions League, but Was it? Did we even qualify for the Europa? Not sure. Have a quick. No, we didn't. So we had an upcoming season of no Europa League football, which sometimes it can be a blessing, bit of extra time to work with the players. But we'll have a look with that transfer business we did that summer. So in 2016, we bought Kalidou Koulibaly, £2.5 million. I couldn't resist. Thought him and Van Dijk playing together would be brilliant. Ben Yedder, £9.25 million again. Thinking he's going to get a load of goals. Didn't work. Kyle Walker was a stupid purchase, but by the time I'd done it, it was too late. I kind of was like, should I get him? I'd sent a few scout reports out. Initial ones were alright, then he came back like 2.5 star. He's done alright, but it wasn't worth the £8.25 million. Manu Trigueros was the marquee arrival. I'm thinking this is the lad who's going to transform us into, kicking on, and it was just absolute shambles. Really, really disappointing. 13 million quid as well. I think that's the most expensive sign I've made so far in this simulation. It was disappointing. Got to January, so we've actually sold a lot of players this season. You can see there, Daryl Yamat was desperate to go. He went for £10 million to Lyon, so I had to bring in a replacement. Kieran Trippier came in. David Santon, he wanted to leave. He was bored of sitting on the bench. Got £8.75 million for him. That was pretty good. Got Gael Clichy on loan. And we decided to, also in the summer there was a big issue because you can see there, Jose Perez went to Atletico Madrid for £23.5 million. And that was pretty devastating. It got to a point I couldn't keep him. Had to let him go. Got a lot of money for him though. But in that January we signed Bilal Ulchik, who, if we look at reports here, potential 4.5 star, potentially a leading Premier League player. I thought this was a great signing. You can see slow start, was picking up a lot of injuries, but in his second season, few goals, few assists, decent average rating, so doing okay. But yeah, as you can see, didn't win anything in with third season. Capital One Cup, got the quarter final, beat by QPR. FA Cup, got to the 6th round, and we got absolutely hammered by Man City. If I remember rightly, I don't think I can. No, I can't be much. That game we had no goalkeeper. Well, we did have a goalkeeper, but it was like some kid. It was a regen Perkins or whatever he was called. But all the keepers were injured. Had to play a regen. Bless him, he only conceded 4. It's quite a baptism of fire. But there we are. So that season came 7th. We will move on to the 17-18 season, where a beautiful pre-season where we didn't have to go at the arse end of nowhere. I mean, we went to France on a little tour. That was quite nice. And we kicked the season off in the worst possible fashion. A 5-0 hammering of Tottenham. Ivan Cavaliero, Lucas Prato hat-trick, then Lorenzo Insigne. Pretty disappointing. Then only drew Crystal Palace. Lane Orient was scraped through on penalties. Then we got some results together, a little trio of wins. But to be honest, this was really not a good season at all. So by September, we're out of the League Cup. We're probably best chance at a trophy. Come the FA Cup 3rd round, we get Tottenham. 7-4 we got beat. It was just the only saving grace from this season was Carlos Fierro. Went full football manager and brought in the little Mexican. £14.5 million, and what a first season he's had for. Obviously, I had to give him the number 9 shirt. 25 goals in 33 appearances, 6 assists, 7 man of the match awards, average rating of 7.35. In all competitions, 28 goals. Absolutely incredible for his first season in Europe. Exactly what you expect from an FM legend like Carlos Fierro. So hopefully, in years to come, he'll keep this going and we can start climbing the division. But even with his goals, did crap. 9th, my lowest finish. I mean, the points tallies are about the same, low 60s. We're getting slightly worse, but not massively. So that means yet again we're going to have no Premier League, no Premier League, no European football, which probably in the grand scheme of things, it's not the be all and end all. But considering the first, we set the bar too high in the first season, getting the Champions League. So anything lower than that's just going to be upsetting. But I mean, look at the, Carlos Fierro, top goal scorer, won the most man of the match awards. Tim Krul, second most clean sheets behind David De Gea, 16. When you look at those stats, I can't really understand how I did as badly as I did. 14 defeats, 6 draws, 18 wins. Alas, we will never know. On to transfers. So in this second season, The fourth? Must be the fourth season. Right, so obviously we know about Carlos Fierro. Got Andy Robertson in as a left back option. He's done alright, to be fair. Hit and miss, but when he's played well, he's really good. I don't think he's quite the future of this lad. He's not quite as good in as he is in real life. Got Hector Bellerin on a free. Just he barely played. Didn't do very well. Ideal for him is he's young and he's classed as a homegrown player, so he's a good backup option to Kyle Walker. We brought in Andros Townsend eventually. Didn't play at all. I just thought he was so good in that loan spell, and then I kind of just brought him in as a backup option just in case, we've had injuries, and just never played. He's not very happy, can't blame him. And then we've got January in the marquee rivals, Granit Xhaka, 9.5 million. I don't like him as a player, but I mean, the reports are pretty good. I'm pretty sure he was more than 3.5 star when we've got him, but done okay, nothing great. That is one issue I'm having. I can't really find anyone to play alongside Moussa Sissoko. This lad though, Ricky Cohen, regen, 5-star potential. If we can get him to where he should be, we have got an absolute star on our hands. Potential to be a world-class attacking midfielder in the future. Oh, one to watch. In the meantime though, it's still Gini Wijnaldum playing in that 10, doing brilliantly, getting goals, getting assists. Let's have a look at the rest of the squad. Who else has been performing well? Van Dijk, still just as solid, barely misses a game, always averaging a 7, exactly what you want from your defender. Moussa Sissoko, also doing brilliantly, goals, assists, making tackles, getting about the pitch. Everything that he wasn't when he was actually a Newcastle player, but such is life. Andrei Yarmolenko, brilliant. Previous season he was amazing, 13 goals, one with top scorers. Then this season, pretty good as well. Who shall we have a look at? Raul Jimenez is an interesting one. Unhappy. He's never happy. I can't work him out, to be honest. Look at these stats. Finishing 16, heading 15, composure 15. Physically sound. He's got everything you'd want as a striker. I mean, let's have a look here. Attacking roles, portrait. So finishing 16, first touch pretty good. Off the ball he's good. Concentration is good. Composure is good. Anticipation is good. Pace isn't great, but it doesn't matter. And he's just been. What was that? Doesn't matter. Ignore whatever that noise was. So in his second season, he improved a little bit, got 7 goals, but immediately got 20 goals in all competitions, mainly because he got 9 in Europe. I don't know how many of them were in qualifiers, whatever. He was a menace in Europe. Then this season, played 5 games, got 1 goal. Only started 1 game. If I can get rid of him, I will, because it's just been an absolute shambles. Anyone else to have a look at? Christian Fuchs still. I know he didn't. Previous season he got quite a few free kicks. This season disappointing. He's sort of coming to the end of his cycle as a Newcastle player. Probably want to get rid of before his contract expires in 2 years' time. Colaccini, still great when he plays, despite being 36. Wow, he's old. Let's have a look at Koulibaly, see how he did. Yeah, 7.02, not a bad second season. First season wasn't great, but he had a lot of injuries. He was in and out of the team. It was quite frustrating, to be honest, but I mean, didn't cost much. Remy Cabella, I kind of feel bad for, because I don't know. I sometimes feel like I don't really know where to put him. I move him around, but he always does brilliantly. 7 goals in each of the last 2 seasons, 10 assists this season. That average rating doesn't do him justice at all. And Adam Armstrong, we're trying to bleed him into the team. Last season I played him on, this most recent season, 2016-17 season, played him in the final game, he got 2 goals. Tried to give him a bit more football this season, just didn't work, so that's not looking promising. And Wissam Ben Yedder, everything's on the decline. It's just getting worse and worse. It started so well, I think 7 of those goals came in his first 8 or 9 games, and then it just went absolute pot. He's just absolutely anonymous up front on his own. Don't know what to do. I tried a 4-4-2, didn't work. So there we have it. At the end of the 2018 season, we are 9th in the Premier League, and you could basically say we're going backwards, but not for long. With Carlos Fierro leading the line, we will have a brighter day. Obviously, a little glimpse into the future. I have already played this further. I mean, I might be up to about 2022 or something. But if you'd like to see another couple of seasons, let me know in the comments below. But we will leave it there. Thank you so much for... Oh, hang on. Rafa Benitez got the City job. Jurgen Klopp got the start as Man United. Sorry, that was a little detour. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you around. As always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.